Okay, so we're going to talk about 5 things you didn't know about water flossing. So number 1, it cleans out periodontal pockets. So studies have shown that using a water flosser removes subgingival bacteria from periodontal pockets, which are the pockets between your teeth and gums, and regular floss and toothbrushes can't reach there. Number 2, it reduces inflammation caused by cytokines, which are proteins. So studies have shown that using a water flosser in addition to your oral care routine reduces bleeding and gingivitis. This happens because the water flosser reduces the amount of cytokine production in your mouth. Number 3, it works better than doctor-prescribed mouthwash. So a study found that people who used a water flosser had a 29% reduction in plaque compared to 9% when rinsing with a doctor-prescribed mouthwash called Paradex. It had a 62% reduction in bleeding compared to 33% with Paradex, and a 45% reduction in gingivitis compared to 10% with Paradex. Number 4, it's easier than flossing and more likely to be used. We all know that flossing can be a hassle, and it's one of the biggest reasons why people don't floss daily. Statistics say that only 20 to 50% of Americans floss daily. So since using a water flosser is easier and quicker, more people are likely to use it on a regular basis. And number 5, a water flosser isn't better at everything. So some dentists still recommend using regular dental floss over a water flosser because they believe that if traditional flossing is done correctly, it can be more beneficial and do a better job. The problem, though, lies with doing it correctly because many people don't. To do it correctly, dentists recommend putting it in your teeth, below the tight spot in your teeth, so it goes all the way down to the gums, and then moving it up and down on both sides of the teeth. So they recommend doing a C shape, pulling it to the side, and then up and down, and then same on the other side of the teeth. Okay, so should you get a water flosser? So as you can see, there are a lot of benefits to water flossing, and from the research that I've done, it generally seems better than traditional flossing. I'd say that if you have trouble sticking to a regular daily flossing routine, then a water flosser might be a good thing to pick up for you. If you're already doing daily flossing, then maybe you don't need a water flosser. But like I just mentioned, a water flosser can provide extra benefits in addition to traditional flossing and brushing your teeth, such as being able to get into the periodontal pocket, so you still might want to pick one up. Okay, so with all that being said, let's get into the review. So I got this at a discounted rate for the purpose of doing a review from a company called Easy Order on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. It has 10 pressure settings, 2-minute auto timer, so it has a storage case on top for 4 tips. It comes with 4 different nozzles, has a water flow on-off switch on the handle. The tank holds 600 milliliters of water. The handle is attached using a magnet. The switch there turns it off and on if you push it in, and it can adjust up to 10 settings. And the hose is 100 centimeters long. So here's the device right here. I've already taken it out and I've been using it. I'm going to jump right into my first look video. I'm going to put timestamps in the video if you want to skip ahead and see my final thoughts. Okay, so here's how the Sterline countertop water flosser comes. It's a nice box. The user manual. And there's the flosser. So we've got a lid here. Looks like you put your utensils in it. Okay, so this bag has 3 attachments. Tongue scraper. The small one here is a pocket tip, and this one is the orthodontic tip. And there are 3 flosser heads. I'm not sure yet if the colors mean anything. They all look the same to me. So to put the flosser heads on, you just push it in until it snaps. To get it back out, push this button. This piece right here is magnetic. There's a magnetic piece inside here, so it just sticks right on there. Okay, start by plugging it in. The magnet isn't very strong. Okay, so let's just follow the directions right from the beginning. It says take the water tank off to fill it with proper liquid, no warmer than 40 degrees Celsius, which is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not pour salt, toothpaste, or any chemicals into the tank. Just use only water. So it goes up to 600 milliliters, 23 ounces. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill it all the way up to 20 ounces. So it says once you get the tip in, just pull on it just to make sure that it's tight. So mine is. Okay, hold the handle and point the nozzle to the sink. Then press down the main button to power on the device. So that's this button here. So you just push it in, I guess. Oh, there we go. It's a little noisy. Rotate the main button to adjust water pressure. So you change water pressure. There's 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. The next step is just to bend over the sink and place the tip in your mouth. move the switch to the eye position and enjoy irrigating. And you want to slightly close your mouth to avoid the water splashing. It says to position the water jet flow at 90-degree angle to the teeth and gums. You want to move the water jet slowly along the teeth, and the water flow will pause at 30 seconds to remind you to clean the other arch of your mouth. And then another short pause at 1 minute to remind you the recommended usage time is up. So they recommend you only do 1 minute, but it'll continue to work for 2 minutes. All right, let's give this a shot. You can easily turn it whichever direction you want just by turning this piece. And that's it. Not bad. Messy. I can see how it would get a lot easier with a few uses. It felt pretty good. I could feel it going right into the cracks of all my teeth. And I actually ate some mango right before I did this video, and the mango pieces were stuck in my teeth. Yeah, and they're not in there anymore. So it works pretty good. Okay, so let's just go for a few things. So I turned it up to 8 at one time just to see how it would feel. And the water pressure is way too high at 8 for me. It made my gums bleed. To be fair, I'm not very good about flossing. It'd probably be a little bit different if I was a regular flosser and my gums were more used to that. The tank holds quite a bit. You're not going to get through the whole 600 milliliters in a 2-minute setting, at least not at like 1 to 6 maybe. I like the way the tank looks. The blue just makes it seem refreshing. It's just one of those psychological things. For the handle, the hose is nice and long. You can stretch it out pretty long. I'm not a big fan of the magnet. I don't think it's strong enough. It falls off easily. Now this top case here, it's nice that it can hold a few things. I wish it could hold more. Now I noticed that for your normal tip, it came with 3 different colors, and I think that's just because in case you have other family members using it, because I don't see any difference with it. And my only other complaint would be that it's a little bit loud. So my bathroom is close to the bedrooms, and I didn't want to wake up my daughter and my wife while they're sleeping. The first night I was afraid to use it, so I used it in the downstairs bathroom. But then I decided that I was just going to use it upstairs and see if anyone heard it. So I did. I turned it on, closed the bathroom door, and it sounded a little bit loud to me because I'm right in front of it, but no one else could hear it. I still would have liked it to be a little bit quieter though. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I've been using it regularly and it feels good, makes my mouth feel clean, and I'm very happy to have one of these. So you can pick one of these up from Easy Order on Amazon for $40.99. And like I mentioned before, I'll put a link in the description. Alright guys, thanks.